Welcome back to What's Good Cape Cod. I'm Sarah Lapsley Martin.
And I'm Katie Clancy. Each week we bring you a person, a place, and a thing that we think you should know about.
And this week we're in Dennis Village at Harvest Gallery with Mike Pearson.
Yes, we're so excited. I know. There's a lot of reasons for us to be excited here, but we'll pretend that it has everything to do with person, place, and thing, and nothing to do with all the food and drink we're going to have later, right?
Okay.
Yes. All right,
Woke up
fine.
this morning and I wrote down the song. Just can't remember who to send it to. I've seen fire and I've seen rain, seen sunny days that I thought would never end, seen lonely times when I could not find one friend, but I always thought that I would see you.
We know you own the joint.
Yep.
But we don't know a lot about your history. How did you end up here?
Started with a Grateful Dead concert.
Love it.
I will tell you that,
Every good story starts like that.
it was my first live concert ever. It's about family. My brother and sister were Grateful Dead heads. They brought me there. I was a young artist, and you just see the magnitude of that concert and all the creativity that goes into it, and then all the people that make it creative. The crowd is part of this, thing. That's just the origin story starts there.
Wow.
And it kind of moves into boy meets girl, and boy goes out west with girl and sees, the creative thing out there. Art all along the way, aspirations to be an artist, and knowing that it's just very difficult to be that person. Having some family support to be able to open the business the way you wanted to, on a decent budget without that terrifying feeling of like, I got to do this perfect the first time. And here we are. Yeah.
I think there's a lot more to that story, but we understand. So, all right. So, as an artist, and so you really are immersed in art constantly.
Totally. I don't think of anything without its visual presence. There's some clutter over there driving me crazy right now. Everything is crooked. Paintings are fine. I'm used to that, but the bottles need to be faced. The glassware, the chalkboard. It's all a visual sensation for me, and I might not have, through the limitations of some of the things about this business, I'm sure we'll go over. What I make up for is the experience of the visual, peaceful beauty that I just try to create this kind of rustic, salty, casual thing, but it's also filled with beautiful things that are precious, artifacts, and then hopefully you get that sensation, and then you go, this is a great place, I'm comfortable here, I'll take whatever you got.
It's actually exactly how it goes.
Exactly.
That is our experience.
Yeah.
So you're talking about your art, and maybe there's one piece of art you could talk to us about.
Sure.
Oh wait, what is this?
This is a good one. It's a newer piece for me. It was start with my parents' wine cork collection. So me opening up a wine bar was just after they had been wine connoisseurs for a long 30, 40 years, married 50 years, something like that. And they kept a lot of their corks. They sat around in baskets. I'm moving in and out of painting and drawing, and I'm going, I'd like to get my hands dirty in collage, because I had met some great assemblage artists here at the gallery, and just kind of went about it, and just it's just a meditative feeling of like creating a pattern of the colors, the tonal transition from the darkest, older red wines to some of the white wines, and it just, I don't know, that starts the thing, then it gets glued together, and then you're hanging it on the wall, and then I brought it to Bob Korn in Orleans to have it photographed professionally to flatten the image, which was really the kind of finished piece, is more the print for me, because the corks are all at different levels. All that stuff is just details, but there we are. We have this thing, and it's kind of fun that with the technology, I love the fact that you can capture every detail of the cork.
Yeah,
That's
I like
really
it flat.
cool.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, he flattened it
Yeah.
all, so they all seem like they're at the same
Yeah.
level. And truthfully, if you get a little bit into it, if you start thinking about it as people in a large crowd, different colors, maybe kind of all tightened up together. So there was this period when I was finishing the piece, when the marches were going on, when people were assembling and protesting and talk about race and equality and all that stuff. So even though it's just corks, to me there was just the edge that felt like it was a worthy piece of me. Puts me in a happy place when I think about all these people gathering tight in the streets, fighting for change, in different colors, races and stuff. So just one cork.
Tell me again how you buy it.
Yeah.
Like,
I know, it's
wow.
just,
Yeah,
I
so-
love the story behind it.
Yeah,
Well,
okay.
we love that, and there's so much other beautiful artwork here. So let's move on to the place.
Yeah, let's talk about this place.
And
All right.
the place has gone through many different stages.
Yes.
So where did it start?
All right, started with the Waldo Moakley Art Studio. So that little green sign
Yeah.
above the bathroom there.
Yeah.
We get the spot, we do a little renovation, and there we are. We're sitting there as a gallery, and it felt good. Very difficult to pay the rent, and the wine tasting started getting more popular than
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
In a way, it was just what I wanted.
Yeah.
I was like, this is what I want. I want some hype around art shows.
Yeah.
I want people to be loose.
Yep.
I want a community of people to be able to feel comfortable
Yeah.
hanging out in an art gallery as opposed to a stuffy kind of place.
Yeah.
And we had some good times. So then I get the wine and beer license, and we are starting to have music with the art openings, which is very common. And then, and we were booked, we started taking that note and just kind of running with it. We were booking great acts. We had that run, I think it was like up until COVID, was just steady mountainous climb towards, am I the next beachcomber, or am I going to start selling tickets? Are we going to reach off the Cape for more national acts? All that kind of came around and then sort of just went with COVID.
So tell us a little bit. That's actually a good segue, because you did some pivot. Everybody did,
Yeah.
but you did some pretty bold things during
Yeah.
COVID, and you're still here, so they worked.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Yeah. Truthfully, I've got a family now. They're the reason I live, and they're the most amazing people on the planet to me. And they needed me more as the bar was getting busy. So there was this temptation to be like, wow, can we pivot this business to help me accommodate being a father? And can we pivot it to handle COVID? And so we're checking all these boxes. So that's what we did. We shifted things to more daytime traffic, more lunch. We turned ourselves into a cafe, got the coffee equipment, and sort of pivoted. So we took shaved a few hours off the night, and we added them to the day.
And you have the beautiful patio outside.
And the patio.
Yeah, the patio's there.
Patio
Yeah.
was totally, paid for by the fact that if they give you the money because of COVID, and they say if you put it back into the business, you don't have to pay us back. And
Fabulous.
just a few weeks ago, we got a letter from them saying, you don't owe us anything
That's
because
fantastic.
we spent it.
It's
Oh,
a
what a
beautiful
great
patio.
Success
Yeah.
story too.
Yeah,
And I'll say, my experience coming here during COVID, because we were all so sad. This is a happy place,
right.
and it was a place. You created exactly what you said you wanted to, and a lot of us were really just sort of bummed out that
Oh, it
we
was
couldn't come
heartbreaking.
and relax.
Yeah.
So when you reopened and reimagined what you did, one of my favorite things, and I did an Instagram about it, was your flip salads.
Oh yeah, those
Okay,
salads to go.
I love. First of all, it was just fun.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
beautiful. They're delicious, and you kept them.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
I was afraid they were going to go
And it's like
away.
a quick grab and go.
Absolutely, and I
Yeah.
can put it in the fridge and I can eat it tomorrow too. Like I
Exactly.
don't have to eat it that second.
Yeah.
It's just one of my favorite things that you guys did.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks. The next day.
Yeah.
And so I was thinking about chopped salads, and I'm thinking about the containers, and I'm thinking about to go. And it just sort of occurred to me, oh my God, if I built a salad upside down in one of those deli containers that everybody has and everybody knows about, then it would be packaged just the way I would plate it for you
Mm-hmm.
in the restaurant.
Yeah.
So there, I was often running and kind of designing these salads to be accommodating to that format, and then all the stuff
Oh,
about
yeah.
being to go,
Yeah.
and it's fun. It's neat. It's definitely something that I now am. I mean, I'm a dad. I'm an artist. I'm all those things, but now I'm like a cook, and now I'm thinking about food all the time, and I'm trying to be creative as possible. Use my creative mind with food, and it is cool. There's colors, there's shapes.
And visually, it's
Textures.
beautiful.
It is,
Yeah,
yeah, like
it
when you
is.
pull
That
that whatever,
jar.
like the deli container off,
Yeah.
it's like, oh my gosh, it's
Yeah.
really pretty. You build it
Yeah.
upside down.
Yeah, we're
And
thinking
it
about
is-
colors.
yes,
and
Literally plated beautifully, and that's one thing that we didn't get with takeout. You're like, it's
Yeah.
what I like.
Yeah.
It's in a bit of a bucket.
But you can tell
yeah.
it's creative.
But this
and
was
thoughtful.
like beautiful,
Agreed.
film worthy.
And the other thing that I really, the whole COVID thing changed is I was here the other day. The music
Yeah.
is now 4 to 6, so we would come here all the
Outside,
time.
at least.
Yeah,
for
we
now,
would come
yeah.
here before,
Yeah.
and it was later, and we'd get a babysitter or whatnot, or we wouldn't stay late. But now that it's 4 to 6, I can bring our daughter. We
Yep.
can be outside.
Yeah.
So
Family.
for us, family, it's a little
Family and also business. I brought multiple business partners from all over the country for a nice casual afternoon, 4 to 6.
Yeah.
It doesn't interrupt. Like we're not having a formal lunch.
Right.
I'm not taking them away from their family
Yep.
at dinner time.
Mhm.
We're having a nice 4 to 6.
And you get that music.
And they're like,
Yeah.
I can't believe this
Agreed.
place is here. It's the
Yeah.
best.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I thank you so much
Yes.
because it's really been all about the word of mouth, and it's hard to cram all that into an ad.
Yes.
It's hard to say what we are. It's just like, come experience it. It might not be for you, but the ones that do get it, like, they love it. So,
Hey,
Love it.
yeah, you're not everybody's cup of tea, but you're going to be somebody's shot of tequila. That's
Yeah.
what I say.
I like that.
Yeah.
Oh! Nice.
Dun, dun.
Nice.
So we went from the place right into the thing.
Yeah.
And we talked about a lot of the things that happen here and a lot of the things that you care about. But why don't you tell us, what else do you want people to know about Harvest Gallery, and you and what happens in this place?
So I'm always I'm looking at this new format we have with QR codes and online, and I'm just constantly looking at it like a customer. And I'm trying to find a way to make it simpler. We were discussing just, the way you describe a dish. Do you want to call it this, or you just want to shorten it up? And I'm just thinking about the sensory overload. If you're on your phone now and you're looking at my menu, and you don't have enough time, and you're just trying to make it as simple as possible. So I guess we're a newly renovated restaurant for the future, and then we have this online ordering system that everybody's using, and it's so fast and user friendly, but it doesn't mean that it won't go completely if Wi-Fi is down.
Right.
So we're taking this huge risk to say, hey, it's
Yeah.
all going to work out great, but then oh, you didn't bring your phone? Well,
Yep.
here's an iPad.
Yep.
We're always going to try to push you into this, how much does that cost? Well, get your phone out and you can check it all
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
And maybe someday you're going to get your phone out and click on, and you might see this video or a video of the artist
Yeah.
painting
Right.
on something.
Yeah.
So I love the idea, the future of this interactive technology.
We have no doubt that there's going to be more coming. And every time I come in, there's something just a little different,
Yeah.
whether it's the church pews or the pieces or the QR codes
Yeah.
or the salads. You seem to always be, COVID or not,
Yeah.
you always are moving forward and evolving. And that's one
Yeah.
of the things that
Yes, agreed. And very
Yeah.
creative.
we love about it.
Yeah, and this just came in a bit, and I guess the underlying thing is like when you know that whatever oddball thing I'm doing here, it's kind of out of this love, and it can hit the mark, it can not hit the mark, but I'm striving for beauty and love are like really intertwined. So.
You cannot lose with that
I love that.
perspective. That is why we're here.
Yes.
Yeah, like,
Just yesterday morning, they let me know you were gone. Suzanne, the plans they made put an end to you. I walked out this morning and I wrote down the song. Just can't remember who to send it to. I've seen fire and I've seen rain, seen sunny days that I thought would never end, seen lonely times when I could not find.
So now you know what's Good Cape Cod. If you're watching on YouTube, hit the subscribe button and the bell to get notified next time we drop a new episode.
And if you'd like any more information about Harvest or any of our videos, please visit our website, what'sgoodcc.com.
Bye!